Well, that's a bit more like it. Okay, well, been a productive morning. What a difference a bit of decent weather makes. You feel much more inspired to do things. And I have done things. I've been editing videos, and I was I've washed up, I've had a tidy, I've done some laundry. My goodness me, I've been at it. It's now 12:15, by the way, and the next little job is to go and appease the vengeful gods of the overdraft. I had the text message of doom from the bank saying, "Dear Boaty, you're fucking skint again, you useless swine. Get your ass down to the post office and pay some money in, or we will bounce your car insurance." So, yeah, that's what I'm off to do. And the next question is, which vehicle do we go to the post office in? And I'm trying to remember whose turn it is, and I think it's probably time for Dick Dum Dum to have a little run out. Oh, bloody hell, it started raining. Only spotting. Let's have a look at Miss Boo. How you doing there, sweetheart? No pools of water inside you, that's good. Hello, sheeps. Wetty and Shison. But I shall make a beeline for this splendid chap here, Sir Richard Morris, who we know and love as Dick Dum Dum. Not a bad cabin to climb into, is it? Okay, let's go and do what we can to appease those vengeful gods of the overdraft, shall we? Maybe stick a tenner's worth of petrol in as well, to appease the vengeful god of the V6 fuel economy. Nice. Right, hopefully that will have temporarily at least appeased the vengeful gods of the overdraft, at least until tomorrow, when once again they will probably reach down from on high, take a firm hold of my wedding vegetables and squeeze. Well, that was by no means unpleasant. Here we go again. But it's raining, raining on my arse. Bloody hell, it's actually worse this side. And these are the latest figures for Barney. I knew it was going to be lower, but yeah, 294 miles, took 33 litres to fill up, gone down a bit in price, 3p cheaper, that's nice. So 40.5 to the gallon on the last tank of fuel. And so that's giving us an overall figure so far of 42.84. It's kind of brightened up again, although still looks a bit dark over Grandad's carrots in places. Right, let's go to work. I'm sure that brake pedal isn't where I left it. Bloody noise. Wetleg, Shison, Dick-a-dum-dum and Stigbürt. I'm a happy camper, now I'm going to shit myself. Hello sheeps. Hello other sheeps that aren't in my field. It really is. I mean, you know, it's virtually October, isn't it? And it is kind of autumnal. It's bright, it's sunny, it's lovely, but there's a chill in the air. My heating is set to 18 degrees. It's been there all the way through summer. And obviously the heating hasn't been on, but it's flicking in now, which means that the ambient temperature is, or has been, below 18 degrees in the cottage. That's a portent of things to come, innit? It's rather striking, isn't it? Gosh, that is bright. In England's green and pleasant doings. Here we go. Mighty Barney. Over 40 miles to the gallon. I'm quite pleased with that. The last time I was using that app, my daily was the Honourable HJ Rover. Same 1.4 litre engine, and yet he was invariably in the 30s.
Whether or not you spend your time dusting your home, whether your clothes are pristine and white.
Yes, so historically, you know, people have always cared about dirt. It's not right to think of your medieval peasants as sort of wallowing in filth. However, you know, 500 years ago, people cared more about order and neatness than they did necessarily about things being absolutely pristinely, sparklingly white. It was a whole process through the Victorian era and into the early 20th century where dirt gets associated with morality. Dust is its physical manifestation, particularly associated with TB, is seen as a profound shocking.
So essentially dust is non-ignorable.
It is absolutely not, and it will remind us, even if we try to ignore it, it has an ability of making itself known.
Jay Owens, and her book is called Dust, The Modern World in a Trillion Particles. And that's all from me, but there's more on our podcast edition on BBC Sounds. We've got an experiment to tackle ocean acidity, which also helps pull carbon from the atmosphere. And Inside Science will be back next week. Bye-bye.
BBC Inside Science was presented by Gaia Vince and produced by Laura Northedge.
Welcome to the Today Debate.
Hello there. Rupert Murdoch is stepping down as chairman of his global business empire after a 70-year career.
We did things that people said couldn't be done, like have another popular newspaper. People say it's not possible to have more television. We believe people will love more television.
You think you know what the British public want?
Yes, I think so.
Often controversial, over the decades he courted prime ministers and presidents. We'll reflect on his legacy and influence. Also on the programme today, Rishi Sunak defends his new climate policies.
It's not right to just assert a headline, chase the short-term popularity that might give without a clear and deliverable plan for how to get there.
Correspondent John Sadler reports now from New York.
Starting with one Australian newspaper inherited from his father, Rupert Murdoch built a global empire. Now, 7 decades on, arguably the world's most powerful and controversial media tycoon has announced he's stepping down. In a note to staff, he described his son Lachlan as a passionate, principled leader who would take the companies into the future. Mr. Murdoch's brand of right-wing
outside. The man who built Sky TV. But above all, the newspaper man who made The Sun what it was and oversaw the Times and Sunday Times for decades as well. Today, he wrote a letter to staff, ending the Rupert Murdoch era and handing the reins over to his eldest son, on heir apparent Lachlan Murdoch. Here is some of that letter read by BBC colleague.
Dear colleagues, I'm writing.
Has been registered there. People have noticed what a change has been made in the UK. I mean, the British president of COP26 said he had noticed consternation, real disappointment. Is that the word you would use?
I think it is the right word. We did not expect that coming and didn't do that. My personal impression is that it was probably not the right decision.
The workplace had changed so much. What do you feel about that change?
The change is inevitable.
Training for today's
Here we go.
program, presenting.
Another day, another dollar. Well, my lovelies, I can confirm that we have just had a little tasting session, testing that batch of Momo to ensure that they are absolutely 100% magnificent. And I can confirm that, yep, they are absolutely superb. Limited edition, super spicy sheep kebab for a special party. God, they're fabulous. Okay, my lovelies, it's that time again. It's time to say good night to you wonderful people. I hope you've had a splendid day, and I hope you have a safe and peaceful night, and that tomorrow is a wonderful, joyful day, stuffed to the brim with extra plumptiousness. So take great care of yourselves. Much love from me, and I'll see you next time. I finished that a bit earlier than I planned to. I thought I'd time it just nicely, so I was just saying good night as I turned off the main road to my humble little abode, but I completely ballsed that up. Never mind, I've got round it. Nobody will notice. Yeah, oh, excellent. He's not there. I can go up the drop curb. Splendid. There we go. All right. Good night, my lovelies. Sleep tight. Much love. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.